Welcome again to another episode of the C-List Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. I'm your host, AJ. We've got everyone in the house tonight. We've got E-Man, Luke, and Red. My audios or my videos all effed up, so you probably won't be seeing me. E-Man is away from his desk, and we've got Red and Luke visually there for everyone to see.
Hey.
You're definitely coming out of the Matrix.
Is my audio all left up too?
You got a little bit of like a drag. That's what they call it. You know, when like the Matrix drag.
Oh, okay.
Like, distortion.
Oh man, yeah, this is gonna be a.
It's all right. We'll battle through it. We'll battle.
Yeah,
Through it.
yeah.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good evening.
Good evening. How's everyone's Thursday night going?
Oh, chill, man. So good.
Trying to
Good,
squeeze
man.
an episode of Peacemaker before we got on. I got about 10 minutes left on that.
Ooh, I gotta watch that.
I thought you were done with the show, Luke.
No, I watched episode 3 and it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
It gets better. Episode 3 is pretty good. So now I'm sucked back in.
All right, maybe I'll give it a shot then.
It's great character development. Episode 7, wow. You get more background on his history. And yeah, you just need to watch it.
Okay, all right. Any big plans? What are you guys doing for Super Bowl?
Just chilling at home.
Yeah.
I'm not rooting for either team, so
Well, we do get a West Coast concert, right? We get a reunion of Death Row Records.
that's the best thing about it. I mean,
Yeah. Speaking of Death Row, I mean, some pop culture news. Snoop Dogg looks like he bought Death Row Records, so that's cool. You know, he's got that whole catalog. I would think that thing is worth $1 billion or a lot of money, but from what I've been reading in the past, it's sold for, not as much as I thought it would sell for.
Well, who had it first? I mean, that most likely Suge Knight sold it after he went to jail.
Yeah, and I think he sold it to I want to say it's like Mattel or some toy company or something.
Ah,
And then I guess it bounced around through different ownerships or something like that.
well, good. It's kind of we're back at home. So you
Yeah.
get all of Tupac and the rest of the West Coast artists. Their whole catalogs right there. All their
Yeah.
remasters.
Yeah, I agree. Red, do you have any special plans for Super Bowl Sunday?
Oh, I have a pot shelf to build, and change the oil in my car, but I'm not gonna watch the game. I mean, we don't. Again, it's just I have no horse in this race, and the only thing worth watching is the commercials.
Oh, so you're not going to watch the game at all?
Nah. My only one prediction is Bengals in by 3 points.
Bengals
Oh, wow.
by 3. Okay.
Yeah.
I think everyone's hoping the Bengals are gonna win.
Yeah, of course, because there's so much hate for LA already. And
Like I said, I can't root for the Bengals. AFC North rival. So
you know what? Your audio is starting to sound better. Try your video right now.
all right. Let's see.
Yeah, the audio is good now.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
that better?
Your video is good now.
Yeah, it just got perfect all of a sudden.
There you go.
Wow, man, look
All
at
right.
that. Looking like a.
We're live.
What'd you say, Red?
And we're live
Yeah.
on the interweb.
Oh yeah, email. We're already live, so just let you know.
Oh shit, we're live. Hey
Yeah.
everyone who's watching.
We're live.
What?
Yeah, so I think Bengals by 3. Not gonna watch it because
Okay.
there's stuff to do around the house. I still have to do some laundry and yard work. So, I'll probably catch the last quarter.
Okay.
I do that.
All right.
How about you? What you got going on?
I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna watch it just for, I guess, the entertainment value of it all. Um, but I don't have just like you guys. I don't care who really wins, but at the same time, I do care because I just don't want the Bengals. But if they did win it, then it is what it is.
Oh, because your team's rivals, I guess.
Yeah, I can't root for them.
Yeah, for sure.
But E-Man is looking hella weird with his hair and his headphones the way he's got them fucking whatever. Okay. Oh, I guess
you got the signal from the wife, like, I need you right now. That's why you nodded.
Oh Lord, okay.
I'm gonna have the game on for the commercials, but I'm not looking forward to any like big plays or like.
Yeah, of course. I think it's a pretty even matchup, and both defenses are good. Offense is powerhouse, and let's let them kick each other's ass. But you have a sale that day anyway. You have something important to do.
No, I'm no sale on Sunday.
Because of
no sale.
Because everybody's gonna be watching the game.
Everyone wants me to do a sale on Saturday, so we'll maybe Saturday.
Okay, all right.
What time?
I'm not sure yet.
All right, watch out for the sale on Facebook, guys.
Yeah. Wait a minute. What time on Saturday are you gonna do your thing? Because Red and I have something going on Saturday.
No. It'll be later.
Oh, okay. Because we all share one StreamYard account. So if anyone who watches my show, anyone who watches the C-List Villains, anyone that watches Luke Sales, it's the same StreamYard account. We can't overlap.
We can't. Yeah, we can't. It is what it is.
One variety show. Be great. No Super Bowl squares. Like I don't even know how to bet that thing.
Oh yeah,
I didn't buy. Either. That's right. I didn't buy any squares. I think Herbs. Like I know Herbs, and I think your brother hit me up, but I didn't get back to him on it. So,
huh?
What
are you pointing at me?
I did point at you. I was trying to point at the chat right there. Not over here. Chat right here. Circle gets the square. No whammies. Stop.
All right. Well, before we start the show, just a reminder for everyone: make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so that you know when we come on. Again, we're still trying to get 200 listeners, subscribers. So once we get that in, we will do a giveaway. I've got some books. So make sure you let all your friends know about that. And E-Man's doing sign language.
Fictional characters. That's right, dude. We're on the road to 200, aren't we?
Yes, sir.
We gotta let's make a push. Let's reach out to friends. And, hey, look, we're doing a push to 200. We're trying to get some more people out here. Let's do like a big special. Let's do a big special sometime soon. I'm not gonna put you on the spot, AJ, and let you know when and how. But let's do something like real soon to entice friends to come by and hang out.
We'll see how that. We've got to figure some things out. But.
For show.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember her. She was a hoe. For show. I'm sorry. I've had three beers tonight just before.
Yeah. Okay, so once you start drinking and you get a little, I may have to mute you. So.
Yeah. Oh man, hold on! I should upload that new thing that I did for Red. I'll add it here in a little bit because that red alert is hilarious. I think it's funny.
All right, let's get into what we want to talk about. The final.
Contain this.
Let's get into the subject for tonight, fellas. All right, no more dilly dallying. Book of Boba Fett, final episode of the season. What was everyone's thoughts? E-Man, you haven't been around for a while, so why don't
Well,
you
you
kick it off?
stopped watching Book of Boba Fett. That's what happened.
What was that?
You stopped watching Book of Boba Fett.
It says who? You don't know my life. No one. You don't
No,
know.
no.
Okay.
He found out that Mando was back, so he decided to come back and watch it. So
No. I did watch, maybe not when it came out, but I made sure to at least watch it by the weekend because, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The first 4 episodes, people were like, meh. So I'm like, you know what? I don't want to waste my time. If people aren't having a good time with it, I'm pretty sure I'm not, because I'm that kind of a person where if you don't like it, I'm not gonna like it. And yeah, for sure, like with the first 4 episodes, they were kind of Of course, when Mando came in, like the Mando episodes, of course, are going to be the best ones. So this last episode, I was really hoping for like, yeah, it's gonna end like with the bang. I felt like it ended more with a poof than a bang.
okay,
Yeah.
How so? Why?
Honestly, they were making the Syndicate feel like there was this big entity. There's so many of them on planet. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Oh, I gotta watch it for this. There was barely enough Syndicate. Like there was just slightly more Syndicate than there was Boba Fett's. Right. The storytelling, I commend the storytelling, or at least the attempt, but I felt like the action for this final episode, I honestly didn't feel like it hit. I didn't feel like it mattered. It didn't hit hard. Like, it almost seemed like, what was the whole point of it? Is Boba Fett trying to rule Mos Espa, or is he being the guardian of Mos Espa? If he's taking place of Jabba the Hutt, a ruthless gangster, are people supposed to look at him like that, or is he trying to change the whole idea of what that role is supposed to be? And it was kind of like, it felt like Boba Fett was just trying to be and reconstruct himself as a good guy, which I don't mind, but I don't like how the attempt was with regards to the new role that he took from Jabba the Hutt. And Jabba the Hutt's rule was like this big gangster who's controlling territories, whereas Boba was more like, you guys have your territories, let's just play fair. And it kind of took away from the whole mythos of like Boba Fett being a badass to him being a guardian, and I don't like that. I don't like looking at Boba Fett as a guardian. I liked him as a ruthless mercenary.
He's like the nice uncle now.
Yeah. And it's cool. Like they're Disney's trying to restructure his image, whatever. And okay, for a family friendly show, I get it. But this is Boba Fett. This is Star Wars, man. It's supposed to hit hard. It's supposed to be, this is Star Wars, big explosions. And it was more of a poof, really.
Yeah, because the use of the Rancor, I was expecting to be more gory, but it was really soft.
It was kind of cheesy. Like, the whole Godzilla, King Kong feel to it. I
know, that was silly.
It was unnecessary. Yeah. The Rancor was more of a distraction, in my opinion, than it was in addition to making the show better. And so I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of this finale. I wasn't.
Like, when you have a weapon like that, you expect it to kick ass, which it did, but it just didn't have that same effect where you were expecting it to just trash everything and then not go wild.
Yeah.
It was still a fun episode, and granted, there was a couple of continuation errors, couple of it was just sloppily put together. There's one scene where you had Santos or Chrysanthemum limping, and then on the next scene he's running away from Scorponauts or the Scorpion bots or whatever they call it.
Red. First he was being pinned down. He had like 50 guys pinning him down.
That's right.
And the very next scene he was limping. Then the very next scene he was running. So I'm like, wait, what? What's going on?
You could tell the guy who was in the suit intentionally put his foot above the foot part, and that way he could look like he had a limp and a broken ankle at the same time. But then he's running away from the Scorpion bots.
I said it at the beginning. I felt like this show. I felt like Boba Fett's show was rushed. It was one of those things that Disney was just trying to capitalize on because he was so well received during The Mandalorian that they're like, oh, let's put something together. Jon Favreau and Filoni, they'll be able to come up with something. Here's a new project. Make it happen in 9 months. Well, shit, they had something, but you know, it's almost like they knew after 4 episodes. They're like, well, we need to do something to save the show. Let's bring in Mando.
Yeah. Couple things that I was kind of surprised about. Cad Bane. I mean, there goes that spec. Dude's fucking dead.
Hold on. Maybe not. Yeah, he got impaled-ish. But did you see that his heart monitor was still beeping even after he got stabbed? It's
red light was still
yeah. The red light was still going on. Yeah, he might have gotten stabbed, but it's very possible he could have survived it.
That is the dumbest thing in a fight. Then they just left him there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you would think. I mean, look, he's a different kind of being. Maybe getting stabbed through that part of his body doesn't really mean as much as getting stabbed, like, I don't know, like in his chest or his dick area. I don't know. I really don't know. It's very possible that his anatomy could just mean something completely different. So, him getting stabbed right there, it's possible his people could have survived it.
I did not notice the heart monitor. That's why. So I just assumed, oh, he's dead.
Man did die, but they apparently brought him back to life in the Bacta tank, right?
I'm just laughing at all the speculators that bought that book at like $1,000, and then people were trying to dump it for $600.
It was
like
up
after
$800. Yeah.
I was like, oh, dude. This is where I laugh. This is where the creators like, hey, we're gonna fuck around with the speculators. All right, you guys are gonna go out and buy all these. Boom!
Well,
surprise, motherfucker.
This is one thing that, because there was only a 6-day period where that book spiked. I've got 10 copies of that book.
How many did you sell at the peak?
I didn't pull any out for sale because I was worried something like that would happen. And I did not want to be that guy that sold them for, you know what I mean?
Hey, Luke, we'll talk off air. I have a brisky. I have a 20. I have a 20 spot in a case of White Claw for you. Okay.
Got a Harry Potter set. And some White Claw.
You know what? If I can find that Harry Potter set at the same price that my mom got it for, I'll go ahead and send that over to you. Just as a thank you, Luke.
No, I did not want. I was like, I'm gonna wait till the next episode, and if he's used more, and it's gonna be, then I'll sell him. But if you do that, I mean, that'll give you a pretty bad reputation, you know, if you sold it for. And now it chops in half in 1 week.
So I mean, like, look, they brought back Boba. We all thought that he was dead for 30 years, and they're like, hey, we're going to make it happen. He's going to survive this, and this is how we're going to do it. Who's to say that Cad Bane won't survive this? You know, fucking Darth Maul survived getting cut in half.
I don't think, this is my personal opinion, because I've never really been a big fan of Cad Bane, but I don't think he doesn't have that, he doesn't resonate the way like Darth Maul or Fett does.
We didn't see too much of him, but we did get some of his lore, right? Well, I didn't watch Rebels or I didn't watch Clone Wars, and so the feel that I got as a person watching Boba Fett, I got that feeling that he was another bounty hunter like Boba Fett because of the dialogue that they had there at the end, and it sounded a lot like Cad Bane was a pretty badass bounty hunter.
He is.
Okay.
But
his demeanor, too.
Yeah, demeanor and the look.
His voice, everything about him, I thought he was a really cool villain. I liked just the way he was. I liked him. I've never seen him before.
He defeated Darth Maul. He defeated. I'm pretty sure he fought everybody, even Ahsoka Tano. I mean,
and the way he delivers his lines, the way his mouth moves.
He's not done yet.
I don't think he's done. I honestly, as a person who's a fan of Star Wars, but I've never seen, you know, Rebels or Clone Wars, I personally would love to see Cad Bane again. Fuck all the spec. I thought he was a really cool character, and I like to see more of him.
All right. I mean, yeah, I guess for you, but for me, I'm like, you know, he's dead. I'm okay seeing another baddie.
Did you know who he was, AJ, before?
Yeah, I watched all the Rebels and
Clone Wars.
Yeah, Clone Wars.
Was his demeanor similar?
Yeah, it's
okay.
Pretty much spot on. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the voice acting for him was fantastic. I really, this is going to sound gross. Red, I'm going to tell you to shut up before I even say it because I'm about to say something. But I did like the way his mouth moved when he talked. Like, that was really eerie and creepy. And I felt like the special effects behind that, they did a fantastic job of making him feel believable.
Like
That's why I liked him. What was that?
Like he had no upper lip.
Well, regardless of it, he had an upper lip. It was just the way his mouth was moving when he talked. Like he had, you know.
Try talking with that upper lip.
Look at that big step.
Oh shit!
Oh, beautiful.
Right back down to $20 a piece. Watch by tomorrow.
I know. That's the one, right? That number 2.
That's the one.
Then there's some more.
So Luke, I want to know what your secrets.
Yeah, cover one.
I want to know what your secrets are. And again, there's a 20 spot and a case of White Claw for you after this is. I promise you a case of White Claw one of these days, Luke.
Another thing I noticed is the marshal is dead. Timothy Oliphant, they killed him off.
He's dead.
I
did not expect.
He's not dead. He's dead.
I don't think he was. He got shot in the shoulder.
The bartender said he was shot in cold blood.
Yeah.
He didn't say he was dead, but just shot in cold blood.
Yeah.
But usually when you say he's shot in cold, I mean the guy who was it? Bubba was like, I'm sorry about the marshal, and why would
say condolences to the guy?
But why would Freetown lie about their leader dying? What good would that?
They don't make Boba fight slightly harder. Like, my friend is dead. I'm going to avenge him. Avengers Assemble. You know.
That's Mando's friend.
But you see him. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's Mando's friend. That's Mando's friend. But you see him. Oh, are we going to talk about mid-credit scene, or are we going to wait because it kind of leads into that?
Shit, there was a mid-credit scene. I didn't even watch it.
There was a post-credit.
Hold on. Dude, come on.
I did not know that. No.
Yeah, there was a mid-credit scene, and it shows the marshal in that tank that Boba uses to heal himself.
Yeah.
So he is alive then.
Yeah, he's alive.
The mod guy.
But
those take care of him.
But there was something strange about that because they're like, he's in there. The mod guy was there, but it didn't seem like the mod guy was there to fix him, but it almost felt like he was there to alternate him.
Like Frankenstein him?
Almost. It felt like that. It was kind of like, it was real sus as to like what his intentions were. It didn't seem like he was there to heal him. There was almost like a nefarious, tone to him being there. Like, I'm gonna fix.
Was near dead too before the mod guy had taken.
That's
care
true. Yeah, that's true.
So maybe he was on his deathbed, and then they flew him over to the castle and then work on him. But,
as useful as those mods were, I felt like they were completely useless for the show. Like as storyteller, as part of the storytelling goes. Like I hated them so much.
They're carrying around little BB guns that were shooting.
What the hell are those guns?
Noisy cricket.
Hey, Luke, did you watch the end credit scenes?
For what?
Did you know that he survived? Because it sounded like you thought he was dead too.
No, I didn't watch it. I was getting ready to watch it, and then my kid grabbed the controller. He's like, "All right, it's done," and turned it. And I was like, "No!"
So
that's kind of how I felt.
Mando and Grogu in a plane, and Grogu wanted to go fast again. You got to that part, right?
That's all I got. Yeah, that's all I saw.
Yeah. After that is the back to tanks.
Oh, okay, all right.
Grogu, I felt like Grogu could have and should have done more, and that little shit didn't do much except for put a rancor to sleep or something like that. I was like,
no, he took out one of the Scorponauts, as Red likes to call it.
Scorpobots.
There's an official name for it, though.
He helped take it down.
Yeah,
it wasn't like he didn't do. You should have done more. Grogu, you're 50 fucking years old. You should have done more. Okay, you've seen a lot. I expected more out of you, son. Okay.
Wow, calling him son. Wow, jeez.
There was a nice little moment between him and Mando where, oh, you're wearing the shirt. And they're
Yeah,
still
that's
getting
really
chased
cool.
around with Amy Sedaris' character and making that little chariot thing like go faster and shit.
Was that a nod to Indiana Jones?
Yes, I think so.
You think so? I didn't even catch that.
It kind of felt like that.
There's a lot
Indy,
of stuff that
Indy.
they borrowed.
I'll be right back.
You call him Dr. Jones, lady. Hey, lady, you call him Dr. Jones.
I mean,
Well-
there's also a little bits of Magnificent Seven in there because the gang was pinned down by the townspeople. The good, the bad, and ugly, where you do have like the old gunfight at the OK Corral, and it's definitely Robert Rodriguez is the kind of guy who will direct a western. So I think he was perfect for it. It just seemed like he'd done it sloppily.
Yeah. Okay. So, along with that, do you feel like if they would have just kept with one director throughout, it would have been a better show?
The continuity would have been better, but it would have taken longer to get the show out.
It's one of those.
It
Go
seems
ahead.
like,
I'm sorry.
that we're living in an on-demand kind of world now, where we get things right away. We need more content from these places. That way, we can be kept engaged with their product. And so, the only way to keep up with the demand is to split the work and then put the product out there when it's done.
But why? Because Robert Rodriguez pretty much directed half of them.
He did.
So
But
I mean,
he only
theoretically, they could have got someone to do 3 more episodes.
They could have, but I'm not Disney nor Filoni or Favreau. They're the ones who are running the show. But with this Rodriguez himself, he's only in charge of the actions. The episodes was mostly action and no storytelling.
Right.
I really don't understand why they even went with Robert Rodriguez. Like his
Wouldn't have gotten Machete.
his directing style really isn't good for the mainstream. Like it's good for Grindhouse, it's good for it's good for Quentin Tarantino type, off the beaten path, doing your own thing type of things, coming out of his own mind. When he's in charge of a bigger property, I don't feel like he hits all of the marks that a property with that magnitude is supposed to hit. Now, unless you're a big Robert Rodriguez fan and you can see all the directorial stylings that he does, I felt like all of the episodes that he directed fell flat. Point blank.
My two favorite episodes were Steph Green's and Bryce Dallas Howard by far.
Yes.
The 2 Mando episodes, right?
No, Steph Green's was the
ones with the Tusken Raiders, right?
yeah, the Tusken Boba's
okay.
Vision Quest.
Okay, yeah.
That might be my favorite episode of the season, and it really just goes to show that Tamora can carry an episode if he's used correctly.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
That was the psychedelic one, so that was kind of a trip. So that was kind of different.
You wouldn't have gotten that one awesome shot of the guy spinning around before he shoots one of the pike gangsters,
Is that
Yeah,
the one where he goes all
that was
Maori
pretty
in the bar? Is that where he gets all Maori and his eyes open up like he was about to haka right there?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that episode was pretty dope.
I loved that episode.
I respect the Maori, man. They're dope
And
ass
we didn't
people.
get the Tuskens back. They really were all killed. Like,
Yeah. So
Yeah, I thought he was gonna say when like I'm gonna get someone. I thought he was gonna get like the ninja Tusken, but I guess not.
The Rancor. The Rancor was
The
always
ninjuskin. The ninjuskin.
and then Fennec Shan just disappears out of the fight.
Yeah, that was pretty weak.
Her, killing everybody else because she knows that Boba's not gonna go kill him, so she went to go find the leaders and try just did it herself.
that was a great scene.
Yes.
I kind of felt like she was underused. Like she was she's such a strong character. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, if you look at it like she was the right hand man, she was like Boba's number one. Okay, you look at it like that, cool. But I still feel like she was underused. I don't know why. Just trying to make it sound like these two are trying to go diplomatic just did not work for me, and I just didn't like how she was like the voice for Boba at some of the times, and I was like,
maybe the whole show is for Boba to find himself whether he's perfect enough to be the leader of a town or a planet, or he's not. That's why they put Timothy Olyphant's character in the back to tank, because he's gonna eventually take care of Mos Eisley while Boba Fett goes off planet.
I wouldn't mind that.
yeah, I think that would be all right. But why is Boba gonna go off planet though? Like it seems like
Mandalorian Wars.
What?
Because we're gonna get the Mandalorian Wars.
Ooh.
Oh.
Do you guys think? Would you guys have liked it more if maybe there was a Fennec Shand starring TV show over Fett?
She'd have to be like assassin or something.
Yeah, that'd be great.
But see, like, it has to be that. It has to be an adult themed Fennec Shand show. It can't be like a PG-13 show on Disney. It's got to be like a PG-13 show on like CW. Well, I shouldn't say CW, but like a PG TV, PG-13 like on HBO. Right, where there's a little bit more violence, a little bit more cursing, just a little bit more adult themed. If it's that, I think it'd be a fantastic show directed by Filoni and by Favreau and by what's her name, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Well, here's the thing though.
Dallas Bryce.
There was actually a lot of killing on this last episode, and the assassin part where she's like straight up killing people and hanging people. I mean, that Disney's allowing that. So,
when my kid did get freaked out, like, because I kind of forget that like they don't know the all the other movies.
Yeah.
So like he was like genuinely getting scared and like he didn't want to watch. Like, done, daddy, done.
How old is he?
3.
Oh, okay.
The youngest one.
What are you doing letting them watch a TV show like this? Come on, Luke.
Hey, man, get them used to it young, I guess.
Even though the killing there were still people in the sanctuary still getting shot multiple times and never died.
Yeah, that's true.
In Luke's defense, I watched Revenge of the Nerds in 2nd grade, so
I was watching
the Darth Vader mask.
Yeah,
he's doing the lady with the Darth Vader mask on.
In the moon bounce castle.
Man, that's right. That and Porky's, man. Those two movies. Revenge of the Nerds and Porky's were just absolute movies you just can't watch as a kid.
Those movies made you.
You say you can't, or you just.
I shouldn't say can't. You're not supposed to, but I watched them too when I was Porky's and Revenge of the Nerds.
And Revenge of the Nerds is a classic. I mean,
Meatballs was one of them.
Meatballs. Yeah.
Meatballs was raunchy though.
Back to School was raunchy as hell, even though it was PG-13, but it was Rodney Dangerfield. So
was raunchy? I don't remember it being raunchy.
It was raunchy for what it was. Just Rodney Dangerfield was just a creep.
So we got Bush. We've got Bush on Revenge of the Nerds.
Is that when they were on the island? We've got Bush.
No, that's when they when they broke into the sorority house and then they video
put the cameras in. And
was that Hotel Hot Sex? Is that the one?
That was the second one. That was the second one.
That's the second one. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Hotel Hot Sex and the whole Bush thing was when they found the marijuana on the island.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
The Bush one for the sorority. That's when they went on a panty raid and then stuck the cameras in every I guess bedroom and bathroom in the whole building. And so they started watching as soon as they were done with the panty raid, and we get Booger saying we've got Bush. And who's the Einstein looking guy? He started getting a boner, which is pretty funny because his reaction was like that was the very first boner ever.
Was that hold on? Was that the one where Booger starts smoking weed with the old guy from?
No, that was two.
That was two, right?
That was two. Yeah.
Wasn't that Lopan from Big Trouble in Little China?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Mr. Button. With his fingernails. Ah.
I need to pause that photo right there and take a photo. I'll do it on YouTube.
Revenge of the Nerds can never be made today, though. I mean,
No. That's something we should talk about. Things that we grew up on, that we love, that just can't be done now because of cancel culture. Because it's just inappropriate. It's just not PC. There's certain things we did in the 80s that you just can't do now.
Yeah, I mean, they promoted a panty raid where they put video in the bathroom.
I know. We laugh at that back then, but then it happens now. It's like, oh, you get prison, boy. Don't be doing, that's disgusting.
Remember, they went to the Alpha Beta's locker room and then put liquid heat in their jaw straps.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's classic. Absolute classic movies. Those Revenge of the Nerds.
Did you guys ever get into the one with the Belushi? That was before our time.
The Blues Brothers?
No, the college one.
Animal House. No, I never got into that one. That was that was past my prime. But people who watched it, like the real Gen X, that's like their shit right there. Like that's, oh man, all those movies came from Animal House. Yeah, they were doing some broad shit back then. Yeah, they were. I respect it. I haven't seen it, but I respect it.
Late 70s.
No.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. I've seen it on TV, and I'm like, yeah, I could see how it's funny, but I mean, Revenge of the Nerds is an underrated classic for those who want some raunchy, immature hijinks comedy. That is the one to watch.
Isn't that where they did the Olympics too? Like they were on the tricycle going around, where they had to like every lap they had to drink like a beer or something like that.
And then they had a rap battle, lambda,
Oh, big news.
I'm gonna go and watch. Can we watch? Can we just watch the rap video right now? I mean, will we get blocked if we watch that right now?
Well, we're not monetized, so I don't see why we can't do it. And if it gets blocked, then it gets blocked. Here, let me find it for you. What is the
Freeform and TBS like every other Saturday, right? And it's really highly edited for TV. It's just no fun where you get to watch the panty raid, but not really see the panty raid.
Wait, wasn't the Revenge of the Nerds rap? Wasn't that part of? That was number 2. There was the Revenge of the Nerds song from the first one.
That's one, man. Come on.
It's the Battle of the Brats.
Yeah.
The Nerd song from the final camp. Oh. Okay. Hold on.
All right, let me our viewers who have never seen Revenge of the Nerds. This is one of the best things you'll ever see.
Yeah, let me give me a second here. Give me a quick second. I'm set up. Let me do this right here. Okay, because I do remember this. Share system audio. Okay. We're doing this.
Here we go.
Hold on.
Alright, the audio. There it is.
This is class. Look at that, like Devo. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, that beat right there.
Over.
Yes. Why was it Asian and like Native American? Dude, this is so inappropriate.
Clap your hands, everybody.
What was his name? Lamar?
Yeah.
Oh, make a move. And we've come here on stage tonight to do a show for you. We got a rockin' and a high-tech sound that'll make you move your body down to the ground. We got Poindexter on the violin, and Lewis and Gilbert will be joining in. We got Booger Presley on the mean guitar, and
I like how Booger's like all Elvised out in the background there.
The boys and the moves are clapping along, and just when you thought you seen it all, along comes a lambda 4-foot tall. So won't you come on out here on the floor? So we can
I forgot about the kid genius. This is so terribly awesome. Oh my god, dude.
That made my night. That was good. That was good. I was gonna say,
if we get a strike, we get a strike. Oh well, yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, can we play the Olympic stuff too? But that's just too long.
Nah, we're good.
Oh shit, that's funny because it just came up right now, like the nerd beer race. Oh, I forgot, freaking what's his name? John Goodman was the.
Oh shit, that's right. Yeah.
John Goodman was the coach for the Omegas. Yeah.
The whole relay, they had the Japanese guy sing a song.
Oh well, it was his theme song. Yeah, it was like
It was his theme song. But
yeah. Oh man, that was a great movie.
Remember, they made him took a beer, but he also has like secret pills to keep him getting drunk. The rest of the relay teams were drunk already, and Takashi just kept on going.
I mean, isn't that what cocaine does to people? Like, it's so that way you don't feel drunk.
Bicycle, they're like doing his wave, crossing the finish line.
So speaking of cocaine, so is Disney Star Wars lore, is the spice, is that coke?
I don't think it's drugs, because, and this is what confuses me, because in Dune, spice was exactly the same thing. It felt like it came from the sand, and it was precious, but I never really truly understood what spice is. Luke, do you have a knowledge as to what the use of spice is in outside?
You hear like that's what was it? Han running Spice? The Kessel.
Yes,
I think he was.
running
Yeah, the
Spice.
Kessel Run. Yeah.
Was that the Kessel Run?
Yeah, that's the Kessel Run.
Which, by the way, that was the stupidest part of that movie. But like in reality, like was spice is it supposed to be considered a drug, or is it supposed to be, I don't know, like better flavoring for bantha steaks?
I don't think so. Man. I'm gonna say it's drugs.
Is it like monosodium glutamate, where it makes the fried rice a little bit better?
Because remember, we had a spice trade in the 1800s, or even earlier than that, in Europe, right? From Europe to Asia, there was always that spice trade between China and the rest of the continent.
So is that like code for cocaine back then too?
It could be clovers, it could be turmeric or whatever it is. It's something valuable that people don't have on the other side of the planet.
Yeah, it's got to be like the Pablo Escobar type of deal. Because
Yeah.
Dune spice is used for like their space travel, right?
Because here's the thing: if it was something that was good, there's no reason why they would not allow it. Like, there's no reason why the marshal wouldn't want it around, because if it's a food flavoring, of course you're going to use it. But if it's something that's harmful for people, and it's bad news, that's why they didn't want it being exported through Tatooine.
Oh, check this out. Okay, I don't know if they're going to be, I don't think that they're going to be doing, and it makes sense now watching the movie. I don't think they're going to do that or really say it in Star Wars, but this is the definition, or this is an explanation of what spice is in Dune. And remember, Dune, was a basis for Star Wars. So check this out. The Spice Melange, commonly referred to as simply as the Spice, was a naturally produced awareness spectrum narcotic that formed a fundamental block of commerce and technological development in the known universe for millennia. It also played an important role in travel and cultural development, and it is vital for space travel by enabling navigators to safely guide spaceships through fold space. So it is mind altering. It is a mind altering thing, chemical, or so I maybe
So it is a drug.
It is a drug, then, I guess.
Yep, so Wikipedia.
What did you find, Red? Oh, I see you sent something, Red. Well, okay, you let us know. What did you find?
So the definition for spice on Wikipedia is it's a name for illicit substance or substances in the man throughout the galaxy. Spice was mined at the spice mines of Kessel, where slaves such as captured Wookiees were worked at turning mine medicinal spice mineral into recreational drugs.
Ah, okay. Well, shit.
Yeah.
Okay. So it doesn't make bantha steaks taste better, and it's not supposed to enhance your, fried
Definitely
rice.
not. No.
So it is the Pablo Escobar
Well,
type.
It might be able to enhance your steak. in the Star Wars world.
Just in a different way, right?
Yeah.
Have you ever had steak on weed?
Oh man, did you? Okay, we're talking about how like Fennec Shan is not a master assassin because they're trying to keep it PG-13. However, they're running freaking cocaine through Star Wars. Okay, all right,
Yeah.
It's code. It's code for cocaine.
Wizard means fuck in Star Wars. All right? That's why it was only said once throughout the whole show.
Was it really?
The only time was when Mando was like on his new ship, and he's like wizard.
Fuck.
It's like a
the
TV
PG-13.
show.
It's
when
the
like, you can only
PG-13.
say one bad word like throughout the season, So they use it right there.
Boom! There it is. That's the new word that we're going to be using right there.
Okay, so
Yeah.
are death sticks also made out of spice?
Or what now?
Death sticks.
Death sticks.
Remember some guy at the bar that offered Anakin some death sticks? Or not Anakin, but Obi-Wan.
Oh, probably. It's probably.
Oh, that's right. That was like the final product from the spice right there, right? Oh, what if that was like code for crack, like the leftover bullshit part of the spice, like the leftover hash, like all right, we're not going to use this, but some crazy crackhead might use it. Dude, Star Wars is so like freaking subliminal, man. That's crazy.
Before there was Breaking Bad, there was Star Wars. Right?
For real.
Star Wars spice versus what? Sky?
Forget Blue Ice and 98%, man. There was Spice,
By the way,
Death Sticks.
Giancarlo Esposito just posted today. New season of Better Call Saul coming in April.
Hey!
I need to go back and watch it. Like I tried watching the first 6 episodes of season 1. Oh no, I watched all of season 1 and it was good. I just never went back to it.
Yeah, I'm on season 4 right now.
That's a show that I really need to just put on and watch whenever no one's watching.
I love
porn.
Better Call Saul.
Yeah.
Loved it.
I mean,
Okay.
Breaking Bad, in my opinion, is the best show I've ever seen in my life. It really is.
Really? All right.
Yes, in my opinion, it's the
there.
best TV show I've ever seen. Now, I'm not saying it's the best show because I understand that there's, The Wires out there and all these other gangster shows and Sopranos, and I totally get it. Like Godfather-like drama is a huge hit, but for me, the best show I've ever seen in my life is Breaking Bad. It really is.
You think Vince Gilligan is this writer genius making up these shows, or would it, if it wasn't for Bryan Cranston and Bob Odenkirk, like these characters wouldn't have worked out at all?
I think it was everything. Everything was just the perfect mixture. You had the dealer with Jesse, you had his crackhead girlfriend and Christian Ritter, you had the good guy gone bad with Bryan Cranston, the wife trying her best, the disabled son. Like, it was just a melting pot of just the perfect mix of what needed to happen in a TV show like that. No, Herbs, I've never seen The Wire, and I recognize that it's a great show. I've never seen it though.
Yeah.
Oh, Method Man's on it. Okay.
I haven't seen it either. Red, Luke, have you guys watched The Wire?
I don't have HBO. Well, at that time.
Yeah, I watched The Wire. I had the flu one year when I was a teacher, probably 2014. I had the flu really bad for like 3 weeks. I lost like 25 pounds. And I only remember watching The Wire for those 3 weeks.
Damn.
I watched the entire series.
Are you sure you're not patient zero with the Rona? I mean, 3 weeks of.
That's 2014.
Oh shit.
I'm ground zero. I'm Rona's ground zero.
That's the swine flu.
That's crazy, dude. Yeah, flu for 3 weeks. I don't think that was the flu. That was something worse. But
Probably
I'm glad you
was.
recovered.
Man. It probably was. I got down to 145 pounds.
Oh
man.
jeez, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. But
Where are you at right now? 180? 160?
I'm at 193 right now.
Wow, that's okay. That's skinny, dude.
God, I wish I was
I'm gonna
193.
thank
My
God
fat ass.
because it allowed me to watch The Wire, which I would have to say is up there, top 3 all time.
Okay. Since
There's
we're talking,
nothing like it. There's nothing like it.
my favorite show has been Sopranos. It'll always be Sopranos. However, have you guys been watching Ozark?
No,
I watched
don't-
seasons 1 through 3, and I watched the first episode of the new season, and I haven't watched the rest of it.
I don't like. I liked that what I've seen already, but I don't think watching any TV shows revolved around like drug trades and stuff like that. It's just not my thing anymore. Or, like I don't want to say I'm above it. Like, it's not my thing. It's not good quality TV. It's just I don't find it as interesting now like I did back then. You know, maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I require a different type of entertainment, but it's just not. It doesn't hit the spot anymore like it did before.
Yeah, the drug thing is getting a little tired. Kind of like how I'm getting a little Tatooine fatigue from.
God, they need to break away from that. There's so much lore and so much of a timeline. Like we need to break away from the Skywalker timeline. And I've said that before.
Let's get away from the Tatooine.
Old Republic.
Old Republic, Legacy. You know, go further, or even go further into the future,
Yeah, I want
High
the future.
Republic.
or future.
Yeah, I want future.
High Republic.
High Republic, Old Republic. You know, pre-Republic, post-Republic. I don't care.
Yeah, I want everyone just to be. There's no light side. There's no dark side. It's just all in the gray area.
So gray Jedis, nothing but
Yeah.
gray Jedis turning their
Yeah.
backs for Spice and Kessel running it and raising tiny green animals. Okay, I hear you.
Well, the sequels were made for that. Luke talking, communing with Yoda's Force ghosts, and then burning the tree and burning the books, and then they could have just kept him, and he would have gone on to create the Grey Order.
Yeah.
Instead, they kill him. What are you doing?
Yeah, like I see what they were trying to do with the sequels. Like it's the whole new generation, but it didn't pay the proper homage to the previous generation. They didn't properly send them off into the sunset correctly. Now, the way Luke died, yes, just that moment, but everything else prior to that, it didn't send the previous generation off like it should have. And that's my biggest problem with the sequels. I enjoy the sequels. I'll watch them again. Eris loves the sequels, and then they're great eye candy. But the Skywalker storyline, it didn't hit hard. It was really sad, actually.
Here's the thing, though. Like, I've come to realize, like, as much as we want to be entertained by the Star Wars movies, really, those shows, those movies are not meant for us. They're meant for like 13 and under, 14
Gen
and
Z.
under, like high school
Gen
kids,
Z,
little
yeah.
kids. Like, I remember loving Return of the Jedi, and then finding out years later that the adults that were watching it, they hated it because it was like what's up with all these little furry bears, But I loved it as a kid.
Yeah, and then Jacob, Jacob and Jadrian, their generation, like as much as we hate him so much, I fucking hate this guy.
Jar Jar, right?
Yes, Jadrian and Jacob, they're like, oh yeah, dude, like my generation loves Jar Jar, like they think he's a shit. I was like, oh god, I kick him in the fucking balls. But then again, just like how people hated Ewoks, and like our generation loves the Ewoks. The same thing with Eris. Eris is like, I'm finding out like they love Rey, and they love the was it the Porgs, the flying pig pigeons, whatever those things were. They love, like, the little kids love the Porgs, so it's like it's cool because it's a Star Wars for a new generation. It just didn't pay the proper homage to the previous generation, and I think that was the issue.
Yeah.
I wonder if they get the same reaction with the new Willow.
Yeah, I'm really worried about the new Willow because Mimi and Eric are huge fans of Willow, the original, and apparently the whole original cast is coming back. Like, I guess even the baby, the original baby, is coming back too.
What's her name? Araya?
Sure.
What about Val? Val Kilmer's coming back?
Supposedly all the main characters, including the baby, are coming back for the next Willow. So
It's gonna hurt right now because he's got cancer, right? He's got throat cancer.
He has no
Does
voice
he?
at all.
Yeah.
oh shit, I didn't know that. Okay, so maybe he's not coming back.
That's why he hasn't been around. That's why he's barely. Supposedly, he's not in the Top Gun movie, even though they wanted him on, but his health could not allow him to be on the movie.
Dude, he's 62 years old, man. He's not that old yet, but dude,
he had throat cancer, I think, right?
I'm checking right now.
He was looking bad on the Jay and Silent Bob movie.
Well, as of August 25th, 2021, they're saying that the 61 is now cancer-free after he was diagnosed 6 years ago. So he's now in recovery after enduring painful chemotherapy treatments, radiation, and here we go, trichotomy that has permanently damaged his voice.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah.
But permanently damaged, his voice is...
So then, he's not going to sound the same.
Yeah.
Peck.
What?
What?
I have no clue what you just said right now, Red.
Willow Peck.
Stop it, Red.
E-Man, before I gotta ask you, are you watching Euphoria?
I'm not. And here's the thing.
That's the kind of show that you'd be watching.
Yeah, trust me. Like, I've seen it, and I'm like, okay, this is. But it's. I feel, and I kind of know what the premise is, but it's like
dark?
if we're no, I don't want to say it's too dark, but it's like as if we're watching kids again at our age.
It is, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like we're 40 plus and we're watching kids. Like it's creepy. Like I feel like it'd be creepy for me to watch a show like that. Though, even though I'm 44, though the topic and whatnot is relatable, it's just not. I don't feel it's appropriate for me to watch that show. But I do get the premise. And I'm hoping that Zendaya, I don't even know how to pronounce her name correctly. I feel bad. Zendaya or Zendaya.
Zendaya.
I hear Zendaya is just doing a fantastic job in that movie, and I'm rooting for her. She's from the town. She's from Oakland, so I definitely I'm rooting extra for her to make it real big. And I hear that show is just giving her that limelight that she needs on top of Spider-Man. So she's doing some just really good projects right now. So I'm rooting for her. I'm really, really rooting for her.
All right. Well, before we end the show, since we've all got all of us on the show for the first time in a while, how about we do comic pickups for the week?
I'm glad you brought that up. I'm surprised I have these ready.
Red. Well, since looks like you've got the biggest stack, so you can go last. Red, anything?
No, I haven't picked up any books in a while.
All right, Luke.
Oh, what did I pick up? What
was
did
that?
I pick? Oh, you know what? I grabbed. I'm gonna grab this one. This is a gorgeous, and this is not a brand new book, but Star Wars High Republic 13, the 1 in 25, I believe. But look how cool that is. It's a Star Wars mech with a massive lightsaber.
That's a mech?
I think there's
Dude, that looks pretty dope.
And I kind of think this might be a future pretty big spec because I think it's a first appearance of that character. But super cool. Star Wars High Republic 13, 1 in 25.
Nice.
I saw that at a comic shop and grabbed it.
That looks pretty cool, actually. Yeah.
I paid full price for it, but I really liked it. I also got a Star Wars number. Oh, I got a whole pile of Star Wars. Whole pile of Star Wars books. Bunch of Star Wars books.
Nice.
So I'm buying a lot of Star Wars books right now.
So I remember there was this whole hype behind High Republic, and everyone was chasing High Republics, like the first 3 issues, and it was like it was cool. It was trying to go somewhere, and I read like the first 6 or 7 issues of High Republic, and then High Republic Adventures, and I remember AJ was a big fan of Adventures, but how is it now? I fell off. I was kind of like, I kind of don't care. Like, how is the read now?
I fell off of Adventures, but I stick with the fact that I liked Adventures more than the High Republic stuff, the Marvel one, because the Adventures one was a little more fast paced. It was faster paced. Yeah. It was more like what it says, Adventures. Mm-hmm. Whereas, with the regular series, it was just like the build up and like character development, and I'm like, I don't want to hear all this stuff about
this bores me.
Well, they are going to do a series about it. They're doing a show about High Republic. So those are going to be the ones to pick up. And these teens ones, 10 through 20, everyone always drops off of new books around issue 8 on.
I did.
Even like Strange Academy. We talked about that.
Dude. Yeah.
And I think 12 or 13 are now popped back up. And I'm like, that's what always happens.
You know what? I'm going to say I try to stick with Strange Academy, but it was not a good read.
You did.
I'm sorry.
You did. I remember that, man. You're like, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick with it. That's kind of how I feel like about with Radiant Black right now. Like a super indie book right now, and it's like the first 3 issues were rough, and then it got really good, and they kind of got rough again, and now it's like they're showcasing other characters, and then they're now gonna do the whole crossover with Rogue Sun and another character in Supermassive, and it.
Yeah, aren't they branching off to other, like, isn't there a new Radiant Red or something like that? Or
yeah, so Radiant Black, you end up seeing most of the team. Like there's a Radiant Black, Radiant Red, Radiant Pink, Radiant Yellow, and then their villain is actually like a really cool looking, like rainbowish type looking villain who's got similar powers. But we're about to get introduced to Rogue Sun, and I haven't heard anything about Rogue Sun yet. And then there's Supermassive, which is going to be the crossover, and then there's like a third character that's been on the covers, but I don't know who that character is. And everyone's been chasing like the Supermassive books, and a lot of them are sold out. But like I don't know if those are ones to actually chase. Like I'm hoping Kyle Higgins, the writer, can hit it really hard with, because Supermassive it's a one shot. It's one issue. I thought it was going to be like multiple issues, maybe even like a crossover type event where it bleeds into other issues, but it's one issue that's going to go into like Rogue Sun and Radiant Black and I think one more book, but it's not hitting the mark. Not yet.
I'm looking at Supermassive right now. There's this guy with red wings or red flame wings. Who's that?
Is that Rogue Sun?
I have no clue.
Yeah, because there's another guy who's got flames that comes out, and his mask is kind of like almost like a knight.
It's like red. This guy.
Let me see which one. I think that might be Rogue Sun, dude. Hold on.
That guy looks pretty cool.
A super massive image. It's yeah, because there's like a third character. Yeah, because there's the fire guy. And yeah, the one, the red one back there. I think that's a female.
That guy, oh, she looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know who she is. You know, in everything that I've seen, it's Radiant Black, it's Rogue Sun, and it's that character. And I haven't heard anything about who that is just yet. So, I'm hoping it hits hard. I'm really hoping that Kyle Higgins broke away from the Power Rangers to be able to write this, and this is like the project that he wants to do. So, I'm rooting for it, but it's not hitting the mark.
Right.
I got one.
Okay.
It's Cowboy Bebop by John Jang.
Oh, nice.
Ooh, Jang Gang. Hashtag Jang Gang right there. That's dope. You got that one?
Yeah.
Is that
Cancel.
is that the foil or a metal?
That's the foil. Yeah.
Foil.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So is Cowboy Bebop dead then? Like,
Yeah, I think it is.
I know there's a petition to try to bring it back, but it went nowhere, right?
Here's the thing. Like with Cowboy Bebop, it wasn't bad, but it too felt rushed, and it has a lot of potential. But I guess because of the reception, it's just not going to get signed again.
Yeah. Here's also, to add to that, I'll tell you another thing. It wasn't the anime. It did not have the same feel as the anime.
No, the first issue, the first episode did. The first episode was almost toe to toe with episode 1 of the anime, but then after that, it kind of split off. I just didn't feel the villain, and then I hated the girlfriend. After a while, I'm like, at the end, the reveal of the girlfriend, I'm like, fucking for real, like. Why were you making it seem like this, but then it's that, and then you don't really get to see Edward until the very, very end, and I really liked Edward. Like that annoying boy girl was really cool actually in the anime, and we didn't get to see her until the very, very end.
Well, what did you pick up for the week, man?
So I picked up 2 weeks worth of books on yesterday's New Comic Book Day. I did an unboxing live with Aaron Bartling, so I was able to open up a couple of my mail calls, which included a We Live, the mask variants that I got directly from Aftershock. And then I have an Aaron Bartling We Live cover number 1 that I opened up. So those were a couple of things that I got. And then this week I also opened up a Aaron Bartling Blacktop Bill Noctera variant. And yeah, you guys can actually watch those on my channel. Go over there, see List E-Man. But the ones that I want to show you for New Comic Book Day, these are some of the books that I picked up. So I want to share with you guys this. Have you guys been reading Monkey Meat? Did you guys read the first issue? This book is super fun. I really like the first issue, so I'm looking to see what Judy Baugh is doing with this, and I'm hoping that my friend down here, Luke, I'm hoping that you can maybe, is there a way you can reach out to Judy Baugh, because I want to know more about this, because I have a feeling that you know a little bit more about him than I do.
I'm not sure.
Try to reach out to him, please, because I want to know a little bit more about Monkey Meat. This is crazy. Huh?
Spell the name.
Juni Baugh, Juniba.
That's one word? Juni Baugh?
No, 2 words. 2 words. Juni, Juni.
Okay.
Last name Baugh, Ba.
All right.
Yeah. I got the 7 Secrets number 13 unlockable. My shop held on to this one right here for me. I like this one because it reminds me of John Boy Myers art, but it's by somebody else. I forgot who it was. I should probably looked into that one right there. And of course, 7 Secrets. Did you read this one yet, AJ?
I haven't read it yet. No.
Okay. You know what? Like, I want to do a review of this issue. So, I'm probably going to reach out to you, and I want to do a review, like a quick little review episode of that one right there, because I need to know your thoughts. Right here. I don't know anything about who Draculina is.
They were pushing that at the shop, so that's all I know.
Vampirella.
What was that?
Sister of Vampirella.
Is it?
They were pushing at the shops. That's all I know, man.
I bit because it was Rose Besh. I just picked up the Rose Besh cover. There's only one Rose Besh cover at my shop, and I was like, let me get it. My boy Mikey, who's an Aftershock ambassador, was there, and he's like, oh, I want this because it's Rose Besh. I was like, oh shit, I was gonna get it. He's like, you know what? I can't afford it right out here. You get it, so he gave it to me. So shout out to my boy Mikey, out at the comic shop out in San Leandro. He was like, I'll give it up to you, man. I picked this one up, Life Zero. This is from Ablaze Comics. This is a Marco Cacchetto book. And if you guys know who Marco Cacchetto is, he's the guy who's doing Daredevil right now.
Yeah, his art is amazing.
And I read this issue. Now, the issue itself, I need more, but the art is absolutely fantastic in this. It feels a lot more like a Prison Break / zombie type book. So, Red, I think you might want to pick something like this up right here. And then the last one I want to show off is I was able to pick up the Black Panther #3, the variant. Everyone's looking for this right now. I was able to get this at a very, very,
but
very
they
good
want
price.
the Miles variant, right? Isn't that the one that?
Wait,
Oh no, not that one. I'm sorry.
Oh, nice.
There,
I thought
you see it.
the Avengers book that came out with Miles. That was the one that.
There's is this the first appearance of some major new Black Panther character in here?
Yeah.
That's why. So, and this was like I think this is a ratio variant. I don't know. So, but yeah, that's some of the books that I picked. There's a lot more books that I got, but these are the ones I actually wanted to show
The
up.
interesting thing about Tosin is that they did that in 2006.
What?
With
Introduce
his,
him?
No, with like that. It's like the same exact character as Tosin. Named, but he went to. He's from the tribe from Wakanda. He has the vibranium tattoos. But Professor X recruits him for the school.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so is he a mutant then, or is he something else?
I think he's kind of something else because it's the vibranium tattoos that give him like the power. But now they introduced Tosin, who I think is a member of that guy's tribe. So,
could be. Maybe they'll bring back that character for some storyline. Maybe turns out to be a bad guy or something. But it seems like when Tosin's popping, so maybe Marvel's going to jump on that and start utilizing that character.
Or maybe not, because
that Storm. The Storm was also like living in Wakanda, right? Because that's why her and
They haven't been together for a while though. Yeah. I also picked up a few books. Seven Secrets. I haven't read it yet. I'm looking forward to reading that, and I am also looking forward to reading. What is it? Land of the Living Gods. I'm surprised, E-Man, you picked that up.
I saw it. I didn't pick it. I didn't know anything about it. So right now I'm kind of like I have to pick and choose. I can't really get everything I see right now. What's that one about? Because I saw that at my shop.
I haven't read it yet. From my understanding, the synopsis is kind of like I can't really something about like this albino is trying to save the universe. I don't know. That's all I know. But apparently, it's been a very popular read. So picked it up to read. So we'll see.
Oh, this is an Aftershock book. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, I see it. Okay, if I can go back to one of the shops, I'll probably pick that one up just off of a recommendation.
No longer an ambassador.
Yeah. No longer the ambassador to Aftershock here in the Bay Area. Actually, the guy who gave me the who passed up the Rosebesh Dracula, he's actually the ambassador now. I passed the torch over to him. I was like, "Hey, Mikey, I can't do this no more, dude. I need you to take care of this." He's like, "Yeah, I got this." So I was able to pass it on to someone that I felt like could handle the job. So I don't feel bad about it.
All right, cool.
I'm still cool with Aftershock, though. Matter of fact, I'm actually trying to get Ruth Ann Thompson, she's like the voice of Aftershock, trying to get her on my show to come by and talk like top 3 picks.
Okay, cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming on to the show. We'll see you all next week, and probably not do an episode on Monday because it's Valentine's. So maybe try to do Tuesday, if not Thursday. So we'll see.
Wait. Can I plug something? AJ, can I plug something?
Okay.
So this Saturday, February 13th, 12th, Saturday, thank you, Red. Saturday, February 12th, I'm going to do a second episode of the E-Man show, And this time around, red down right here. Red. Where are you? Red. He's going to help me co-host that show where we're going to be talking about the week in pop culture. We're going to talk about, some news that Red's going to bring up. And we're also going to finally work out our voice acting chops. And we're going to finally cast the C-list where Red and I are actually going to read a page or a couple of pages out of a comic. And this Saturday, we're going to read a couple of pages of Stray Dogs and check out our voice acting chops and see how that goes. So that's going to go live on my channel, C-List E-Man, at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, 11, 12, 1. I think that's 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So come through, come hang out. So that way, me and Red will have a good time out there.
And
Awesome,
later on Saturday, Luke will have a sale.
That's right, because you can't do it on Sunday, huh, Luke? So plug your show real fast.
No sale Sunday, so probably Saturday, but we'll see how it goes.
TBD, guys.
TBD on the Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week.
Thanks again for listening to another episode of the Sealess Villains Podcast, your cultivators of the comic culture. Make sure you follow us on Facebook and email us at sealessvillains@gmail.com. You can also leave us a voicemail or text us at 209-975-7597. Be sure to join Luke Week's Facebook group, Rare Keys and First Appearance Comics. And you can follow us on our 2 Instagram accounts, Sealess Villains and Sealess Villains Podcast. Lastly, follow the villains on their separate IG accounts, at Luke Weeks, at C-List Villainous Red, at C-List E-Man, and I am at AJ the Comic Collector. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you all next episode.